So you're scrolling, right? And you have probably seen all of the 2022 new inserts that are coming out right now for planners. But then you're sitting there like, is it going to be from 8Lotus, from Cloth and Paper? Is it going to be from Etsy? Like, where are the inserts coming from? How am I going to be setting up my 2022 like layout? Like what's like the big picture here? If you're sitting there overwhelmed, scroll through about 5 different websites already, then I think we should actually talk. So in this video where I'm going to be showing you guys my guidance on how I'm planning on setting up my 2022 setup for next year. So this is definitely designed for those of you that are just perhaps using a totally different planning system and you wanted to really get into more of a minimalist setup. So without further ado, why don't we just dive right in? Hey guys, what's happening? It's Meshi with Meshi TV. Thank you so much, first of all, for coming by and for hanging out with me in this video. So the main gist of it, the main inspiration, I guess, for me creating this video was really to help all of you guys out there that are brand new to minimalist planning. Wanted to kind of create a system that's not only beautiful but functional, that makes you feel really excited to use the system, first of all, and you're not just hoarding inserts without any direction. So I will take you over to my computer in a mere moment and I will show you exactly how I plan on setting things up. Before I hop onto the computer though, my very first thing that I actually do is to kind of like grab a piece of paper and a pen and I write out the must-haves. So these would include my monthly inserts, my weekly inserts, and maybe some notes. And that's pretty much it. Those are like my base core that I know that I will absolutely need to order because I generally tend to enjoy, dated inserts versus printables. However, I will actually show you where I got my printable inserts from that I was using for 2021 and I'm going to continue on using in 2022 and why I use them. So for that, I will take you over to my computer and then we'll go through all of the different, all of the different websites. All right, you guys, let's talk about my 2022 lineup. So first we're going to begin with Cloth and Paper. I already have Cloth and Paper. You've seen me use Cloth and Paper. We've been chatting quite a bit about Cloth and Paper. So obviously that will be number one. So here I'm just on their website right now. I ended up already going to the page that shows you the 2022 planner inserts. First thing though, on the side you see me actually selecting the currency. If you're from Canada, it's so important. This can blow your budget like nobody's business. All right, on their main site, if you come to the side menu, it actually pulls up new arrivals, special occasion. You will find under new arrivals, it will actually show you all of the dated inserts, which is actually what I'm interested in here. And then you just select 2022 dated inserts and here we are. So there's a quick video there. And this is their full lineup right now, which really, like, if you're actually looking at it, it's great, but it's not as detailed as I would have thought. They don't have a ton of weekly and they don't have a ton of daily. Like they have one daily that's on a 2 page. That's basically the only thing that I'm actually interested in, and their monthly. The monthly is still up for debate and I'll show you in a moment as to why. Now on the side, you will see this exclusive bundle offer. I personally find it kind of confusing because as soon as I added that to my order, it's not $65. It ends up being like 96 bucks Canadian. So if you're Canadian, you want to save a penny, the whole bundle thing might not be for you. But the other thing to note is what you're actually getting in the bundle. I personally will not really be using it all that much. I don't need the journal cards and things like that, or a separate dashboard for the year. So if that's something that you really want, it might be for you. I thought I wanted all of those things, but I'm going to keep it very simple, very minimalistic this year. But yeah, you get the planner cards, the calendar cards if you're interested. You get the yearly overview inserts, and you also get the monthly cover, like the dashboard set. So again, you might be into it. I personally don't need it. Okay, on to Infinite Lotus. Infinite Lotus has a ton of different things. The first thing that I really wanted to talk to you guys about is actually their bill tracker. And we will kind of come back to that in a second. So with the bill tracker, I wanted it to be printable, and because honestly, I don't like overloading my planner, and honestly with finance bundles, it can kind of go either way. It's relatively inexpensive. You get to write down all of the bills that are coming up, and then when they're due, it's fantastic. It's, to me, this is a no-brainer. Okay, the next thing that I wanted to show you guys that I think is absolutely brilliant is their custom dividers. I didn't even know that they make this, so thank God that I actually checked. But here you can either have a side divider or a top and bottom divider. Here's why this is brilliant. You can not only change the font itself, but you can also write in each of your dividers of what you want it to say, make it totally custom for you. Brilliant, brilliant. I'm on board. Let's do this. Okay, staying with the 2022 lineup. So here you can kind of see like their full lineup of what's available. So you have like the yearly overview, the monthly overview, the monthly, like their monthly planner, the little calendar cards, weekly overviews. One thing to note about the weekly overview, and I will show you a close-up of that in a second, and even with the monthly overview, there is a big debate going on right now whether I should go with the monthly overview through Infinite Lotus or if I should go with cloth and paper. I haven't made a full decision yet, but here's my sort of dilemma, I guess. Here, I really love the fact that on the same page, you can write down the to-do list. You can, like, you basically get half a page of all of the things that you wanted to make a note of. Plus on the side, you have like this full page that relates to all of the things that are coming up. Because really, a lot of the times, you're not actually going to be writing in on those tiny little boxes for the calendar. A lot of the times, I end up really just looking at what day certain days fall on, right? But here you get like your priorities, you get your tasks, and then you have like this full page that you can make notes on, any reminders, anything like that. Cost is like, the price is really reasonable now. So you know what, it's going to be one of those things where I'm going to have to sit on it, because I'm going to see if I want to switch it up for 2022. I don't know. If you have used it, this would be a perfect time to actually let me know. If you have used both, let me know which one you prefer. Okay, moving on. The other thing that I wanted to show you guys is actually the weekly. I wanted to see if I can find a comparable to what I already have chosen with the half-page dailies from Cloth and Paper. They do have dailies, but it takes up the entire page. I find them to, like, I personally will not need that much space. To me, that's just like being a little bit extra. If you find that you need a lot of writing and space, the daily hourly schedule is fantastic. And then but they also have the weekly overview that also seems to work really great. I have this. I had this as a printable. It worked awesome. I was using it for all of the things that I was basically just using it for fitness tracking. I'm going to call this sort of like an honorable mention, but the lined, just normal printable note paper, there's a good chance that we're going to get that. I really like adding note sections here and there in my planner where it's not really for journaling. It's literally for extra notes, anything that kind of comes up. I like to kind of plug that in here and there without really feeling like I need to use like a sticky note. You know what I mean? So I just want to show you. This is all I want to share with you guys. First of all, if you stuck with me, thank you. Hopefully it wasn't too long of a video. Fingers crossed. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and you found it helpful and useful. I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section. Let me know, what inserts are you going with for 2022? Okay. If you have enjoyed this video, you can obviously support the channel by giving it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe if you haven't already. We chat about anything and everything planner related at least once a week. We go into different spiritual practices the rest of the week, just because we want to kind of bring in all of these different elements of how to create a more meaningful, more mindfully driven life. So if that sounds good, consider sticking around because you will probably like it. But for now, hopefully you found this helpful, useful, all of the good things, all of the good vibes. I wish you guys all of the best. That's all I have for you, and I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye.
So let's get, I don't know, we're getting started. I'm so frustrated. We're doing so good. We're doing so good. He talks throughout the whole video. Try cutting that out. It's great.